Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. I'm Argentleo, and today we are doing a barge or a boat build. Maybe we can actually build it in such a way that we can call it both things. Let's see. So we're going to start the build. Let's do a medium build. So we're going to start with dynamic foundations. We'll place 2 dynamic foundations down. And obviously we're going to want to move around on the boat. So we need something quite spacious. So let's use the rustic railing for the frame, or actually for the railing bit of the boat. And we're going to need a way to actually get in and out of this boat easily. So we cannot actually put a railing around the entire structure, solid railing around the entire structure. So, okay, let's use shorter rustic railings on this end. And okay, let's go for the 3 or the 2. Okay, the 2. We'll go with the 2-piece rustic railings. And we'll leave the engine compartment. We'll put the engines in the front over there so that we've got the entire rest of the boat for space. And we'll do a compact build. Let's just measure it out. So we'll put 2 blocks over there, one in the center. So that will be the main piece that's actually going to separate the 2 thrusters. And we'll put a thruster over there so that the entire boat can be maneuvered from the one end. So it needs to travel in the traditional way that a boat does travel. I think that's about as traditional as it gets. Oh, that's how a barge moves. Not really a boat. Okay, we'll call it a barge build for now. And okay, let's put in the thrusters. So we'll put a floor piece across. And maybe we can actually get both thrusters in at the same time. So the cool thing about this particular design is it's extremely easy to fix it. And you could incorporate some of the technique that I'm going to show you guys in this build, because you could actually design something that could fly and be easy to repair with the way that the build pieces are behaving lately. So okay, so this is going to be the thrusters for turning. And we're going to need switches to control them. So we'll put the switches all in a straight line, or so they fall in a straight line, so that the ship is easy to control. Okay, boat is easy to control. So let's drop these 2 engine components in place. And hopefully they both fall in place at once, and that will save us a lot of time. But oh dear, that's not going to be the case. So that's fine. Let's just put the one that we can work with in place. We've got to bust this up and start again. No need to get upset, throw a keyboard against the wall, yada yada yada. It's just one of those things, and we need to actually just consider what could have gone wrong. I think it just fell wrong there because of the weight. So let's just observe how the next one falls and see how we can actually get it in place eventually. But I got a good feeling about it now. Okay, so let's knock that bolt piece into place. And okay, so we need to jump on the top there and then move slightly forward, and that put it into place. So you just need to actually, look at it and see where it's not right, and then just stomp on it over there. And we're using these floor pieces, 2 pieces that can actually split and cover the 2 engine components. So here's the idea. So if the engine busts for whatever reason, you can build a complete engine with switches and the thruster and everything, break the floor piece, and then do it in such a way that the whole engine falls back in place, cover it up with another floor piece, put a new balloon, and it's fixed. Although I must say, of all the builds that I've done so far, this one has actually been lasting quite long, longer than the traditional 3 hours. So why balloons? Because it will float. Yes, if you build a boat out of wood, it most probably will float, but it won't handle as well as, it won't handle like you would like it to handle. So it's better to place a few balloons just so that the buoyancy is perfect and, the boat actually handles nicely on water. So going with the traditional engine placement on this boat, or more of a barge, kind of nice. But if the controls start annoying you, then you can always just knock off the thrust and put it on the other end, and then it will work like the flying crafts that we've created. So okay, let's make our way over to that vortex. Okay, it's not a vortex, it's a school of fish. And okay, so right now we don't have anything in order to actually take the fish out. I've tried the crossbows, they don't work. So once you've actually come in contact with the pool, you'll be able to make a fishing rod. If you go to your workbench and you aren't able to make the fishing rod, then you need to actually go to the pool first. Fall into the pool, get the recipe, then go back and make the fishing rod. But I'm sure they will change that in the future. It's kind of silly, especially for the fishing rod bit. So alright, I also got annoyed with the way the boat was moving, so... And I wanted to show you guys how you could actually just change the movement of it. It's quite simple, just bust off the thruster in front, put it in the back. What else can we do with the fishing rod? We can do that, but we're not going to discuss it because that is just wrong. But kind of interesting because, you know, you couldn't actually move your villages around before. Now you can with a fishing rod. You know, if you think about it, there's no practical reason why you would do that. But you could. There's options now. Okay, great stuff. So it's a perfect night. We've got our boat, we got our fishing rod, so let's do some fishing. Be interesting to actually see what's in those pools, those vortexes, those schools, the ponds. If we actually get it right to pull a fish out. Oh dear. Okay, so we're gonna have to take care of that because as you can see, the villagers are just standing and looking at them. Or that skeleton man throwing my foundation because there's no way that he could actually reach the ground. Probably breaking up bits of my foundation and throwing it at me. So we gotta stop that. Wow! That skeleton man is talented. It's actually swimming backwards. Whoa. That's impressive. So, wow, and he's smart. So that's an exploit because now she can't fight him back. But I can still do a hero slam. And if you're a hero, you'll be able to do that as well. Kind of weird because Sparkplug, the villager that I just ran past, is actually the only villager that is native to this village, and that character over there is basically just a visitor. But yeah, go figure. Okay, let's get back to the fishing. So you actually have to hold down the trigger button. Oh yeah, and I keep on throwing my torches away by accident and I'm gonna have to pick them up. Well, let's fish first and then we'll pick them up later. So in order to actually get the fish out, you gotta hold the trigger button down. So these are slip floppers. Okay, so that's what we get out of there. Normal floppers. Ooh. Whoa! Llamas? Okay, that's nice. They're generous. Okay, that's cool. We know there's llamas in the rivers as well. It's okay. I gotta pick up my torches. Like I was saying, I thought that, you know, once Lego went digital, I'll never have to pick up build pieces again. But it looks like you've got to because now, if you keep throwing things around in your world, you're actually going to litter your world, and then the day that you actually decide to actually clean it up, it's going to be a lot of work. So I decided that I'm actually going to clean up as I go along. And the nice thing about the boat is, well, I actually did manage to pick up something that was actually littered in a river somewhere for a long time. And it was actually nice that I could actually use the boat to do that. So great stuff. Let's go and actually process the fish. So for that, we're going to another village. So this is the other village where there's more people. And we're going to place the food processor over here. And currently, this is the only way to actually process the fish. But obviously, they will change it in the future. I'm sure you will be able to barbecue the fish in the future. Maybe just eat it raw. There is such a thing as sushi. So basically how this works is you load the food processor, works sort of like a fridge as well, because you can actually, you don't have to take everything that you create, so it can help with storage, because it could keep you could actually keep the stuff in the processor until you need it. And well, ladies and gentlemen, that's our video for today. We needed to cook fish, so we built a boat, we made fishing rods, we got fish, and we used the food processor. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do enjoy the content of this channel, please do consider subscribing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.